Hi there again, YouTube. This is Vivian Moon, and we're just about to begin a new series that's going to be mainly focused on some of the history involved with the disclosure and cosmological movement. So essentially we've discussed the battle of order and chaos, we've discussed the cosmic geography, and we've discussed the various agencies operating on this planet and the agenda behind that planet. So what is this planet? Okay, so think in terms of star signs astrology, on the principles that when you are born into life on this planet, it creates a signature frequency which, when observed from an order of density beyond this one, it is a usable source of information or energy. So the planet is, so the life forms on this planet create various emotional signatures with their sentience, and the sentient frequencies are used for beings in another order of density that can utilize those frequencies. Okay, so then there's the tangential human, which is essentially riding on the poetry between entropy and maths, which essentially evolved here. It has its own divine qualities. Okay, so that's the tangential human. So the tangential human would be like the Neanderthal before the arrival of modern humans, and with the arrival of modern humans, do you believe this is where the rhesus factor comes into the game? So for the purposes of astral travel, there was a factor that was involved there, and then there was, so from the original humans, from the tangential human, you have the entropy, the influence of entropy, from which you get the A and B blood groups from. So you had the original Neanderthal, or the original tangential O negative bloodline, and then to manifest the agencies of entropy on this planet, the rhesus factor was used, which divided the tangential human into A and B blood groups. And there is a whole religion in India about conditioning out the rhesus factors, and so it's where you get a lot of history from that whole process there. And then obviously that process was interrupted at some point, so there's so that process was interrupted by recorded history. Okay, so this process, if you read a bit of von Däniken or some Zecharia Sitchin, it kind of explains some good stuff about how this originally took place. So these first group of travellers came here, interacted, divided humans into A and B blood groups. So your traditional, like your B blood group's going to be like Indian or Dravidian or Melanesian. So basically So basically, straight-haired, dark skin, straight dark hair and dark skin is one way that the O negative, the humans were conditioned, and the other way that it can go is A blood groups, which is where you get the blue eyes and the blonde hair from. And then you get the intermixing of the O with the B and the O and the A, and you get various different groups within that. So that's like the early human origins, and then you have the second coming of human origins, which is where you get the curly haired factor, the Oxitec principle coming into the game, where essentially, so entropy escapes this planet for whatever reason, and this is a good research, and Deniken, I guess, I don't know too much about all the great things that happened during the time when there was humans and angels of chaos. However, those times existed and they came to an end, and when they came to an end, it was with basically for the agencies of order to get control of this planet. They created a human who would think of itself as one of God's people, and within this human there's certain RNA sequences that are encoded to this human that essentially they need to upload into some more connected, they lack a divine connection to this planet, being as they're not actually from this planet. And the other travellers, they came here for using the rhesus factor, which meant they did have a tie to the planet. Anyway, so this third group was created from a human group. So it was created from a B blood group, but it was edited with the Oxitec principle. So basically it had curly hair, big mouth, 3 legs, and using the Oxitec principle to insert certain RNA sequences into the sentient expressions on this planet, so that they would express certain frequencies that can be fed upon by life forms of a different order of density, as in beyond this density. So the history surrounding that, well, we kind of live in a place where that history is obscured for some reason. It's very difficult to get information about human origins, put straightly, because it's designed, the field is designed to avoid dealing with these sensitive issues, as in there is something on this planet that is hereditary to this planet, and to avoid drawing attention to the operations that are going on, the origins of humans have to be obscured. And so this is one form of abuse that's subjugated upon people. They're forced to buy lies, and that's probably going to be the next part of the video on this series. Please stay tuned.